Chaos Storm does about half the HP, and Poby now teleports in. Rhilech and Sam D thinking about a dive. Onto Upset, Win becomes lightning. Crescent Guard, Upset about to die. The flash auto. 18 minutes 45. Wakes up the crowd.
The flash in gets it. Razork wants to respond though, Sam D.
Flag and drag, Arcane Chip buffers. He gets a Crescent Guard, and rather, excuse me, the Cataclysm. Shut down. 1 for 1. Finally, we're starting to get this ball rolling.
Well, the secret sauce is going to be, well, maybe catching Razork here.
Maybe. Between worlds used on a Razork, the Enchantress arrow is going to fly. Hits Poby, but he gets cleansed out of it. Meanwhile, the dive from Rhilech starts off. Wind becomes lightning, another audacious charge, and there's the wind again. True Shot Barrage, great damage. The burst from Poby flashes forward, and Fnatic is sent cooking. Away, Vladi gets with the needlework right in his face, snipped to death. Maynter makes the dive easy, and NAVI again on the board more and more. Needlework dodge away this time around as Empyros wants to find a target. But going immune is Gwen's specialty.
And with the amount of poke they have between the Ezreal and the Aurora, this becomes very scary.
Razork face checking here. He does get knocked up before the flag and drag, but the buffer works out. He'll take a blast cone to get out of there as giving the Inspire and takes Rhilech over the wall. Flag and drag's interrupted this time. Poke is there. Cataclysm flash out. Razork, I don't know why he waited so long for that, but Rhilech got to go for a ride for free while Poby burst down at Seraphine off the side. Baron is being thought about again. I think this time it's even better for NAVI.
It's falling apart for Fnatic. NAVI are finding these picks.
It does stun up Maynter, but to no avail with the splash damage on the Baron. Purple Worm is down. Vladi now at half HP. His Cataclysm in. Razork finds a knockup. It's nice. The Encore's a two-man. The arrow on top. The CC from Fnatic finally makes sense. A Chaos Storm that grows only bigger. In the eye, he tries to send it towards Sam D as NAVI send themselves forward. That's Sam D, Arcane shifting, and Vladi still gets chunked out. As you pointed out so well on the replay, Dagda, Chain CC finally, they're going to do it again, dropping the beat and the Encore all for one, but it will be worth one for all. It's on to Poby. He's shut down. Dragons in 30 seconds. Poby up in 50. He'll have to TP to be a part of the play.
Fnatic, can you get this Dragon? Immediately, NAVI, they turn towards mid, TP to bottom side. That's the Rabadon's death cap for Vladi.
All right, that's a very strong victor. And NAVI are in a precarious position for a game that felt like it should have been won with almost 6,000 gold in their name. True Shot Barrage going to do great damage, but again, they've got surround sound from Lospa. They can heal up, they can sustain, they can find picks with another arrow down. Rhilech's caught out, and NAVI are doing it again. We spoke too soon as their mid-game starts to crumble. Their dragon stacking starts to stop, and NAVI start losing it all bit by bit.
Fnatic, they sense that blood in the water.
Empyros looking again to zone out 4K, 3K, all for the flip of soul. It goes down to Fnatic, down to Upset. But with the Crescent Guard, Fnatic are getting encroached. Razork, Cataclysm, Encore only a one-man. It's a messy fight, but I see Needlework flying and missing and whipping it. Vladi died, he went to the front line, and he's dead with flash available. How did the Victor go down? As Upset gets the fire down the line. The squad's ready, the double's in hand. Empyros cuts off the path of escape. A triple to Upset, and NAVI thought they had the fight after taking down Vladi, but then they got Upset.
Upset with a huge play, nearly able to connect with the Ashult, but it doesn't matter.
That stun time is ages. He gets flicked up. Between worlds will save his life, but Fnatic aren't done. Cataclysm down for no escape. Razork, no, he doesn't die. Needlework dodged.
I mean, he has so much healing already from Lospa. The Echoes of Helia Diadem combo is so potent. And Fnatic know it. They don't care if they take poke, they will survive. This Lospa, though, may not.
He does get low, he flashes away, but again, there is one target I'm looking at. Upset. It's going to be altered. The winning goes into GA, but he autos for his final moment. Flag and Dragon and Maynter is golden again. Sending out the volley, Upset steps forward. Maynter can't deal with him at all. Empyros has kept that back line all the way back in line. And here it goes again. Fnatic using the Baron buff. The autos reign true. Dagda said it himself. All he needs is a few. And Upset land them with ease. Fnatic whip NAVI back into shape, or rather out of, to win game one.
It's a similar story to yesterday for Fnatic. It was a rough early game, but crucial picks in the mid-game. And fantastic team fighting from their superstar AD carry nets them the win. With the Rhilech, maybe exactly the play on bot lane.
Oh, this time it hits a max range. CC, no move! No move for you, Empyros.
on the dragon.
All right, there we go. Public execution onto Razork. Good damage. He has to get out of there. He drives out as Rhilech flies in. Upset was left alone by Fnatic as he flashes away. A spear over the wall. No, it's aimed at Razork as the smite contest comes on in. Fnatic want to get back on in. Dodging one from Maynter is nice, but it is a blue team secure. A double dragon and a kill to boot. It's NAVI who's secure and take down Razork. Yes, Poby died, but for the dragon, NAVI are starting to roll the early game again. Maynter gets out with the public execution, but for now, Vladi charm misses. Maynter jumps back in. A good stun up by Empyros, but he might be in a bit of trouble. Maynter's dodged everything. That upset needs to come in as well. Flash from Empyros. This Ambessa, the energy crazy as he gets flattened to half HP. Meanwhile, NAVI are sieging the mid lane. NT's in chat. I feel like Maynter took so much time.
Lospa going to continue to heal on up.
Empyros going into Mega now. He's found out at half HP. Vladi gets over the wall. Beautiful charm onto Parus. Stun up. Not even the Mega. Not yet. Maynter jumps back in. A sledgehammer thrown at Sam D. His Orb of Deception to zone out. Fnatic are on the Dragon. There's the Grand Starfall. The stun from Rhilech getting an instant kill, but Dragon has no smite. It's Fnatic's for the taking as Razork will sacrifice his life. Sam D gets the last auto down. Scorpion in the ground. Now Rhilech decided to go around, but NAVI have lost their ground. No! Fnatic in a choke again. It's where NAVI thrive. Poby lines down the orbs like he's at a bowling alley and gets a strike to secure the ace. Good charm on the minion that will land an Orb of Deception. Fnatic wait for the next wave. Baron has 45 seconds.
I like how NAVI are playing this though. They're using Rhilech with that Baron buff to push in mid, knowing that he can ult underneath the turret anytime, but Razork calls.
Tempered Fate doesn't get the turret, but does get Razork, as you say. Scatter the weak with a trap underneath. Public execution. Maynter layers nice. He gets charmed under turret though. Maybe a little bit deep from NAVI. The top laner dies, and now Fnatic have legs to stand on. Vladi gets poked out hard, but NAVI still. The siege has slowed.
And this Baron is not long for the world.
6k, 5k, 4k, way too quick. Razork needs to get in the pit. It's going to take too long. Tempered Fate going to catch him as Baron goes down to NAVI, but they've got a great angle on the Scorpion King. Razork hit down hard as unleashing power is going to unleash hell on the Fnatic's backline is Rhilech. He flies in as Empyros down the Mega Knight, but too low to commit to the fight.
There's just no response. Fnatic struggling desperately to find the engages that they want to. Razork steps forward, looking for Parus.
He gets out of the weak. Tempered Fate, the flash from Vladi gets the charm. It's nice onto Rhilech. Stunned up and slowed down. Razork goes in, and in the ground, Empyros finds an angle. And impaled to death. A two-man. A mistake. NAVI found out, and Fnatic again, they keep finding these defenses.
The TP from Empyros behind was beautiful for Fnatic.
Not going to make the same mistake again.
Sandy.
Especially can't find the angle up, so it's going to get cleansed away. Sammy does get poked, as you say, in a dangerous position. Fnatic are like, hang on, we can go forward. Valkyrie into Sammy, into Rhilech. He jumps forward, tidal wave again. Captured by Razork. Rhilech goes into GA, and another flank, this time from Vladi. Charm doesn't connect. Spirit Rush will be angled to the rest of the team as Rhilech gets shut down. NAVI just can't step into Fnatic's base this series. Rhilech wants an angle here as Fnatic healthy enough. A headshot is good from Sam D. He steps forward, gets damage down as Poby in fog of war. A game-making, game-breaking play. Scatter the weak onto a mini Nah. Unleashes power but no execute. Public execution is good. The sandwich, the collapse. NAVI are sick of the talk, but they have got only a couple of kills. They need to finish upset. Phosphorus bomb. He gets out with the Valkyrie. 4 members chasing this corky dog. He's running for his life, but he can't do too much anymore. Vladi goes in, gets a flash, but everyone else is dead. NAVI finally bring a play together. It's Rhilech over the wall, gonna see it lands, catches Empyros, and NAVI say enough is enough.
Poby found the flank.
Vladi's not gonna find anything here. Rhilech will take him down for the ace, and we go the distance here in every France.
And at this stage, I do not know how this series is going to go. NAVI have gotten control in every early game, and Fnatic have pushed them the distance every single time.
It is not clean League of Legends Medic, but no one's saying it's bad. I mean, we're having a fun time. The early game's slow, just so we can pace ourselves into this roller coaster of emotion that happens 20 minutes afterwards. Wait. Yeah, as you said, he won't find anything. Rhilech has found an opening in top. Decimating smash. In fact, Empyros might just be dead. It's matched by Maynter. Rhilech flashes in the end. Maynter dies. And so does Rhilech. Empyros just says, come at me, bro.
Is this top laner supposed to be out of one there? I wonder, because oh my god! Empyros flashing away, barely surviving. What a clutch play from Empyros.
This time, I think Navi know they can fix it. There's no turret in the way. They get a shutdown. Maynter gets about 500 gold for it. In the early game when things are chill, maybe not chill, dread of return. Upset's get a barrier, but he's got no flash. The punish is great for the spell shield, even better. Pop blossom from Lospa, saving grace. No time for a foot scrub. As the equalizer from Empyros ain't very good, but Rhilech walks in the waiting arms of Vladi. A fate sealed and a fate given to the Ashes. Rhilech is dead as Parus on the wrong side of the map, and Upset as a Sivir wants to claim this kill. And he should with ease. Nowhere for Parus to go, at least trying to buy some space, but Boomerang Blade, a heal up, one more auto. Upset running for the chase. Razork there to take the kill in the end. But fourth of Fnatic. And Lospa with a flank. Wants a pop blossom of the sentries here. Decimating smash onto Empyros. Rhilech with an angle. Ioria rushes into the pit. Razork takes that opportunity. Equalizer. Fantastic as well. Pop blossom. Even better for Lospa. Maynter's going to die in the front line while Lospa sacrifices his life over to the back line of NAVI. Fnatic, they've gotten the dragon. They're getting out. They're heroes here for the Fnatic faithful as NAVI getting re-engaged again. There's the ulti from Poby. Vladi's coming in to help out. Razork jumped in to die. Flash on top of Poby. Saved by support. No, because Vladi runs through Parus. Now Rhilech in the pit has to flash away. Razork was crazy for going back in, but Vladi picks up the pieces. Is going to die eventually. Poby will shuffle over the wall, slide in, and a turret will take him down, if not the soldiers. Empyros comes in from behind. Equalizer, not too bad. Lines out NAVI, but they're buying time. Lospa came in as a blue buff and dies as the Nico. Razork does get the steal, which is huge, but they have to get out. Razork dead in an instant. The rest of Fnatic at 3. Baron is up. There's no way, right? There's no way. Surely, Vladi. Okay, Smite comes in. NAVI just knew they had the window, they had the timing, they cleared the vision, they did their due diligence, and Fnatic were caught napping.
And it's the perfect reset time before that dragon you were just talking about. So now with Baron, they get to put pressure. Yeah, just, again, Fnatic just slowly losing space here.
Finds Razork over the wall. In fact, no. Instead, it's Lospa's clone. Meanwhile, fake seal. Vladi's got the angle. Parus is dead. Samdi out with the feathers. Pop blossom on the side, but Rhilech, he comes in with a grim deliverance. It's okay, I would say, if Maynter didn't just drop down. Vladi loves the haters, man, as he layers down a perfect ulti.
Can pick off the backline of NAVI, and it's Baron for Fnatic.
It'll burn down quick. Rhilech is over the wall looking for a steal. Has flash available, but he's too late. Baron for Fnatic. Empyros, he's going to get hit with this. He's going to get hit with this. He flushes away, but Maynter in range, decimating smash. There it is, the knock into the sky with a darkened glaive. As he goes golden, he's got no one from Fnatic to back him up. Empyros stepped too deep. The Rumble that's 6-1 is now dead for 60.
NAVI want to take the fight. Lospa is on the flank, he hasn't been spotted.
It's like a Scorsese's film dagger, I feel, at 7k, 6k. Hold the Ember in the pit, but still no. It goes down to Fnatic. It's Upset again. Lospa gets a big pick, but Elder's in Fnatic's way, and Upset's at full HP. NAVI have Samdi setting up for the blades, but with his GA and ricochets, he goes in, waits. NAVI, despite losing the Elder, take him out of the GA, sink him into the ground, and find the game-winning fight.
Lospa tried, but the follow-up wasn't there. The ult from Empyros we used beforehand, so it was a swing and a miss. And NAVI, despite the game-ending buff going the opposite way, will be the ones that take the series.
Empyros has Elder against 4, though it seems impossible. He equalizes the wave. Maynter can tank, but the buff on the turret is going to disappear. One cannon minion, though. One cannon debuff both turrets. Empyros gets one execute, but the next is exposed. And NAVI put the series to rest. They had to work for it, but NAVI with the win is what we'll see at the end.
NAVI find the win with the late game. The Scion too tanky, Poby doing too much. But as you say, Asterix, it was not an easy battle for them. It took them a long while to get there.